What is going on? Marissa, the Fight Culture here, joined by Faith Gomez. You guys may have seen her on Instagram. Young one is popping off, doing the thing, really taking control of your social media. So I'm excited to talk to you today. Faith, give us a little bit of a rundown, your accolades, what you've accomplished in your career so far, and tell us a little bit about who you are.
Okay, so I'm Faith Gomez. I'm 15 years old, and I've been a two-time national champion. Well, actually, Junior Olympics and national champion. So I'm number one in the country, and I've been fighting for about 5 years. And my goal is to become pro one day.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, like I mentioned, you have had an awesome young career so far. So, what I asked Ava to is something that I really want to ask you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I mean, you've done so much so far, but in
Mm-hmm.
5 years, where do you see yourself? Because I know the sport it moves so quickly. Where do you see
Exactly.
yourself?
I see myself maybe fighting pro on the big stage with a lot of audience and just entertaining everyone and making some money, of course, and just getting my name out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's touch on what's going down this Sunday. Beautiful Brawlers. Who are you taking on, and how do you see that fight going?
And I'm fighting a girl from England. I don't quite remember her name, but I know it's gonna be um hopefully it's a exciting, entertaining fight where everyone looks back and remembers it. I do know she is a slick fighter, so she will run, and I'm a pressure, so we'll see what happens from there. But I'm planning to make that fight action packed, bring her down, and do everything to her. Like really give her a fight. To remember.
Yeah, so who have you worked with, trained with, gotten some sparring in with to prepare you for what's going down on Sunday?
I've been training with my dad and my coach Sully, but I've trained with a lot of coaches so far. Like, a lot of, big time coaches, and gotten noticed by a lot of people. So always got the
That's
help if I
good.
need it. Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really good. And again, we like to see what's going on the Instagram. I mean, you guys are keeping up with it. You're doing what's right, which is, building a brand for yourself, representing yourself for who you are. So you mentioned a little bit you're a pressure fighter. Let's dive deep a little bit more on what kind of fighter you truly see yourself as. Who would you compare or equate your style to? Who do you think you most try to emulate, and how do you really see yourself as a fighter when you step into that ring?
Okay, so most of the time I'm a fighter that can take a punch, but I don't want to take one. I try to move, use my feet, becoming strong, and really affect that other fighter. So um me and my dad, we mostly studied, like, let's say Mike Tyson or Canelo, being precise with your punches and not being able to get hit, but also be able to like strike back stronger and really bring it to the other fighters. So I mean, when I'm in the ring, I make sure to bounce, keep my feet, be able to punch them, and I don't get punched. It's all about the game. Boxing in general. So I mean, I see myself as a thrilling fighter that a lot of people love. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, all the things you've been able to accomplish so far, it's really, really cool to see. Excited to see where you are in 5 years. I mean, I would not doubt you're going to be doing some amazing things. You're probably going to be moving into that, professional realm here eventually soon. You could be one of the youngest to do it. Who knows? But I know you are striving to be great. Um, let's talk a little bit more about how you see the sport going for females. Who is one of your favorite female boxers, women boxers, people that you
Mhm.
try to look up to in terms of that?
I feel like right now one of my top female fighters would probably be like Katie Taylor. I love her fighting. I know a lot of people don't really like her because this her in Toronto, but I mean honestly, I see her as like really exciting, and she really does give it all, and she really brings entertainment into the boxing world, and she's really gotten a lot of help. And Toronto and her both brought up girls boxing, and I feel like female boxing is more. It's very brutal like men's, but some men fighting can be a little boring. But also, women's fighting is like, damn, that girl could punch. Like it's really entertaining, and a lot of people enjoy it. Not just girls but men, and I think the female boxing is really coming up there. So
Yeah,
hoping,
yeah, and I mean,
I mean that's my goal.
Right. Yeah, and you see it there with Katie and
Mm-hmm.
Katie Taylor's and Serrano 3. I mean, that was an all-female card, and you've seen how many people were there. So it's awesome to see where the sport's going, and it's exciting because girls like you, like Ava, like Bug, you guys are going to be there soon. And so
Right.
to know that the sport's heading that way, and once you guys are there, it's going to be in a really good spot, and you guys are going to take it up there. Really, really good to see. And it's awesome to witness the future and being able to talk to you guys. So let's talk a little bit more about your representation of Stockton, California. How does it feel to be able to come from such an awesome? I mean, I love Stockton. I'm in Modesto, but I love Stockton. I mean, with so many fighters coming out of there, so many cool people coming out of Stockton. So, how does it feel to always represent and carry Stockton on your back when you go in there?
it's it's a pleasure, and it's something that I always remember to represent, because like Stockton is a hard town, but if you live there and you've been there, it's really like nothing else. The people there are hardworking, consistent, and it's all love there, but it's also a struggle. So I mean, I love Stockton. I love representing that behind my back and getting represented back. All the sponsors, all the help and support from Stockton. All the recognition, and I even got a award from Stockton's last mayor, and I mean that's just amazing. Getting help from community is just a blessing. So like, of course, I want to represent them in any way. That's where I grew up, and that's where I'll continue representing them. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
wonderful.
100%. You mentioned you've been training with your dad. How's that? I mean, you see it a lot in boxing. You see a lot of father son duos. But to know that you're out here doing this with your dad too, how's that? How cool is it to have your dad in your corner?
It's nice because he does have experience himself in various sports, and he also trains football players. So to have that consistent coach that I know that will benefit me later on, and he does everything he can. He helps promote my brand. He helps me get out there and help me travel, and just supports me any way he can, and it's really nice. I'm grateful all the way. Keeps me in check. He makes sure my meal preps are right. He's really beneficial, not just as a dad, but as a coach, and it's nice because it's more than just a coach bond. Like, I always look up to
Yeah.
him. I do.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it's really cool. You like I said, you hear these father son duos, but to know there's father daughter duos out there too, even mother daughter duos out there now. So it's really cool. It's a new generation of action that we're gonna get here with parents coaching kids. It's such a cool thing, and it's awesome to see that you're a part of it. Looking at your social media, I always see that you're always grinding. You're doing something associated with the sport or trying to get your body prepared for a
Mhm.
fight or, mentally, physically, even your food. So walk us through an average day for you.
All right. Well, it varies. Most of the day, I it depends on how close I am to the fight. Like, let's say I'm a couple months away from the fight. I do train for month long, like months. Big training camp. So if it's months away, I would wake up in the morning and train, and either upper body, lower body, or both, or just conditioning in general. I make sure to do my upper body and lower body. Then I will go run for a while, maybe like 3 miles, or do some type of sprints. So I'll do that. Then I'll go to school. After school I get ready. I have my meal prep at lunch, and then I have my meal prep after school, and then that's it. I'll train. Then I'll run. If I already ran in the morning, then I don't gotta run later. But if it's not months away, like how close I am now, I won't train in the morning, get my night's rest, go to school, eat my meal prep at lunch, eat my meal prep after, and I'll get home, train, then run after, and then do whatever else I need to do. So yeah, just stay consistent all the time. Like, even if I have a day off, I'm still running, I'm still doing mitts. We got to stay consistent because you can't fall off, and hard work always beats talent. So that's what I got to do, because I wasn't blessed talent wise, so I work for that.
There you go. And it's awesome to see, that you can admit that it's going to take the necessary work, and that's good because I mean, you still have guys out here who don't do that, who will not admit that to themselves, or will just, bet it all on natural talent and not put in the work. So when I
Right.
see you out here on Instagram putting in the work, you're always doing something associated with getting better and growing yourself in the sport. Really
Mhm.
awesome to see. Kudos to you, because you don't even see grown men out here doing what you're doing. So I love
Yeah.
to see it, and it attests to what we're going to see from you in the future. Let's touch a
Mhm.
little bit more back on Beautiful Brawlers. For those who haven't seen you get in the ring for a fight yet, what should people expect to see from you going in on Sunday?
They should expect me to be confident, be ready, be aggressive. Throughout my career, I've learned that being aggressive and being confident in that ring is key. You don't got to be cocky or anything. Just got to be, for my style of fighting, I got to be aggressive towards that person. Like I want to hurt you in that ring and I want to establish everything I've worked for. I don't wake up all the time in the morning. I don't do all those miles and workouts and eat those boring meals just to go light on you. I got to be aggressive and give you everything I got. The goal is to get you out that ring and if anything, like benefit your career. Maybe you don't want to do this boxing thing. Maybe I should help you realize that you're not ready to fight, and that's my goal to be aggressive in there, pop their head back, pop their body, affect them in the ring. They should come out that ring hurt, and that's what most of my fights are. People that come out there, stomachs are hurting, they're crying, noses is bleeding, nose is scraped up, lip, arms, and that's my goal to entertain that fight. Like, dang, that girl could really give it to them, and that's what everybody should expect.
That's awesome. Really
Yeah.
excited to see you get in there on Sunday. Hopefully, I'll be out there. Really looking forward to it. If not, Dalia Lampantera, she'll be there helping fight culture out. So, when you get done with your fight, go find her, get that post fight interview in, because she's really awesome to talk to as well. Before we close this out, tell me who you see winning that Canelo Crawford fight.
Woo! Man, that's hard because I've been thinking about that lately. I've been talking to my dad and everything, and I love Canelo and I enjoy Crawford's fight, but I feel like Crawford he's became a better fighter over time. Like when he fought Spence, yeah, that was wonderful, and he's gotten better, but he's also not fighting the craziest fighters. Wow, let's say Canelo, like he's doing amazing, but he's too emotional fighting the ring. Like when he fought Bevo, he got too mad, picked him up, slammed him, and it's just like, come on, Canelo, get back your cool. And I feel like he's not using his jab enough. He's more just trying to knock him out. And when you try to knock somebody out too much, you're not gonna do it. You're gonna get caught up and get tired, and they'll, you're too emotional in the ring. And I catch myself doing that as well. It's hard because I know Crawford's fighting good, but can he stand Canelo? I know Canelo's
Right.
a hard worker, but it's also hard because Canelo he's already thinking about retiring. He's trying to go into that golfing world and just let go. And I don't blame him. Not everybody wants to be in the sport that long. You want to make money and get out. I don't know. That's hard. Uh, who are you rooting for?
It's so 50-50. I've never been able to get a winner out of my mouth. I don't know who it's going to be. I mean, I spoke with Fernando Vargas Jr. He doesn't know who it's going to be. He's like, it's
It's hard
50-50.
because they're both beneficial. Like you never
Yes.
know how bad day. Like Crawford could be strong against Spence and some other fighters, but he could be weak that day. And so
Yes. It really comes down to who shows up that night.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Yes.
not sure. I say 50-50 as well.
That's fair. No answer is a good answer. I like it, because that means it's going to be a good fight. And it's been a
Yeah.
while since we had a really good fight. So I'm excited. I love it. Before we close this out, anybody you'd like to thank? Sponsors, coaches, training partners, anybody you can think of.
Of course. I want to thank God for supporting me and not supporting me, but giving me an opportunity to, represent Him and get me so far, and like just helping me be able to have my own path and not such a wrong path. He's been guiding me along the way, even if people don't notice it. I always thank God, and I want to thank my family for helping me, stay consistent, being on me, and just giving me all the love I need. And I want to thank my sponsors. Here, they're on my shirt. I had them ready because if I said them all, this interview would be so long. So I
There
want to
you
thank the
go.
sponsors right here. All right, you can't see them, but they're right there. My most recent sponsors are on this shirt for getting me along the way. A lot of sponsors, a lot of support from Stockton and areas. This most recent sponsors right here too. They've been helping me. They've been getting my name out there. They've been allowing me to do this, without them and without my family and without God, it's really just hard. You need that support to be where you are. And I want to thank my coach Sully and my dad, and I want to thank all the Stockton for allowing me to be here and to get people like you to interview me. It's really just a blessing, and I'm grateful for it. A lot of people, camera lady Adriana, she's trying to get a documentary on me, and it's beautiful. It's like it all comes together, and it's something to cry over.
No,
It's
for
yeah.
sure. For sure. And you know what? It's cool. I mean, something I've always loved, and that's why I speak to so many people from our area. 209 really shows love to those who are representing the area. Always. They always have, always supported. And so it's really awesome to see, and it's well deserved. So
Yeah.
congratulations on everything. We will follow you, follow your career, and yeah, we cannot wait to see what you do on Sunday.
Hope to see
All
you
right.
then.
Yes,
All right.
yes. All right, so we'll close this out. I'm going to tag your Instagram here down below, and everybody go follow Faith. We'll let you know
Mhm.
how she does on Sunday, but I have a feeling it's going to be a really good fight.
Yeah. Of course.
All right.
All right.
All right, Faith. You have a good one.
All right. You too.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.